Alrighty. Alright. Are we here? Are we doing okay? Good. Well, it's probably night for you guys. Good night, everybody. Good evening. Good morning to myself. It's currently in the morning. Hold on just a second. Give me just a sec. Hello. There we go. Okay, I was pressing the wrong button. No wonder. Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. You got a little input or behind the scenes stuff. Still trying to remember how to do all this stuff. Hi, guys. We've got Geist. Also, Marty's here. Rainy's here. Comet. I believe Comet's new. Hello, friend. The Sketcher's here. Chuo, Dummy, whoever you want to go by. Thanks for being here, friends. Hazer's new too. James Animations, Guten Tag, Gluten Tag. Is that what German bakers, how they greet their patrons? Haha, that's a joke. All right, wonderful. All right, give me just a second, guys. I had a bit too much coffee this morning. All right, well, happy to have you guys here. This is gonna be a interesting stream. We're gonna see how this goes. I have this comic idea. It's a couple pages long, and I'm going to go through basically from beginning to end for you guys. And yeah, Chuo, if you want to ping the server, use the YouTube ping though. Don't use everyone. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm gonna start. I'll give it a couple minutes, get a couple more people to run in here. Yeah, I missed you guys too. Honestly, I miss doing this. It's really fun hanging out with you guys. Giorgio's here, guys. Okay, my friend Giorgio Brooks. He is one of the best artists I've ever met. He's a friend of mine from Memphis, and he's super talented. And go check out his work, please. But yeah. Thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate it. I genuinely love your stuff, dude. Oh, hey. Yeah, no, awesome. Hey, why are we not musicking? Oh, because my audio's turned all the way down. Wonderful. So, yeah, I'm gonna walk through at least, my comic making process. It may not be streamlined. I'm all self-taught. I didn't learn anything, official. So this is all just stuff that I've learned over the years. Yeah, Sketcher's happy for you to be here, friend. Yeah, awesome. Wonderful. Awesome. So we're going to start here. Now, typically, when I write a scene, of course, I write the script and everything, but the script is not final. It's mostly for me to, get a general idea, because what characters say and do tend to change, with each iteration of the comic. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal my thumbnails. So this is a template that I got from, I should have linked the guy. There's a guy, I think is Michael something. If you Google how to make a webtoon, he's gonna show up in the in YouTube. I should have thought ahead. I didn't. I apologize. I'll link it later. But he provides this template, which is sort of meant for webtoon style comics. So each column here is about 1,000 pixels wide, and I don't know how many pixels here. I think 6,000 it looks like. Yeah. And it's mostly I don't constrain myself to these sizes at all. It's mostly just to get a general flow of how I want things to go. So I'll sketch it out. And this is the entire scene that we're going to do. And I've already gone ahead, and what I do after that, I'll take a column, I'll just copy and paste. Oh geez. Give me just a second. I'll copy and paste a column and throw it into a new, what do you call it? A new canvas that I use for actually drawing my webtoon. And this size is a little different. I tend to work in 1400 by... The original canvas size is like 20,000, I think. Because webtoons are long, they're vertical comics. You want it to scroll, right? And what I'm going to, I like to work bigger and size down, because when I upload to like, it's only going to be about like this big here. But I just like to size my canvases down when I work. And if you guys are chatting right now, I'm so sorry I cannot see you. I'm in CSP right now. But yeah, so I lay everything out. I lay down the text. Let's see. And I just kind of, maybe I move around panels and stuff. Yeah. And again, like the text isn't final either. I just kind of lay it down as a general idea, and when I sketch, you know, I'll probably move text boxes around. But yeah. And then from there I save it as a PSD, and I pull it into Procreate because I hate drawing in Clip Studio Paint. So, alright, give me a second, guys. Let me check on. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. So that's just a quick rundown of like the beginning process. I went ahead and like laid out the rest of the pages because that's kind of tedious. But we're gonna go ahead and get into drawing, and my goal for today is to get all the art done today. Not the art, the sketches. Art is... art takes a while. So yeah, here I save it as a PSD and I pull it into Procreate. And here you can see I have like all the same like layers and groups and stuff that I have. So I've got the sign, which the sign's going to be a lot bigger because I realize this needs to be readable. Yeah. And then the text. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start a sketching, guys. Excuse me, goodness. Alrighty. I need to figure out how to cough on stream, but like subtly. I don't wanna just, you know. Alright, I'm actually gonna like the sign here is a placeholder. Wanted my real vision is more like it's a bit of at an angle, right? Let's get like a little rectangle shape out here. No, I don't like that, actually. I changed my mind. Hey, yeah, come draw with me. We're doing some stuff. Yeah. But we got a little spidery guy. Muffet doesn't really show up until like the second page of this like bonus comic, and I'm actually gonna use my first human design. A couple months back, I got a request on TikTok like, what does Muffet look like? And I was like, I don't know. But I did a cute little design for her and I really like it, so. Let's do this, a little bit of... Yeah, we're all just hanging out. And all my programs and stuff are in the description. When I go live on TikTok, this is why I need like 3 monitors. I need like a reference. Hold on. No problem at all. We just got started. I did like a full like rocket fire like beginning introduction to my process here. Now I'm looking up sign references because the secret is I don't know how to draw. Alright, this is kind of what I want. I'm thinking like classic Ocarina of Time signage, right? And then I imagine like Muffet's like little table would probably be kind of fancy. Let's do that actually. We're gonna draw the table first. I'm gonna cheat and use symmetry because, again, I don't know how to draw. But like a little, one of these sort of numbers, right? It's kind of what I was thinking. Nothing too fancy, but certainly like, yeah. I'll just keep this and just kind of draw everything on top of it. Let's see. Give me just a second. I think I see a question. Alright, go away. Thank you. Alright. Oh, goodness. Oh, hold on. My computer just shut down on me. Give me a sec. Am I still here? Can you guys see me? Is everything okay? Hello? I don't know what's going on, guys. My computer is doing something weird. Okay. As long as you guys can still see me. I think I have too many programs open. I got too confident. So I'm not gonna click too much here. Okay. As long as you guys can still see me. Sorry about that. Alright. Yeah, this is my first time working on this computer, so. And while it's yeah, while it's a lot more powerful than my last computer. I still have to, like, not push it and get too cocky, because then obviously stuff like that happens. So it's good to test the limitations. But I had like 4 or 5 different programs running on it, so all is good. I want to do a little cracky crack right here, because, you know, found materials. As much as Muffet wants to be, you know, official. They don't have the money for that yet. They're trying to raise money, right? I kind of like how in Undertale, like, yeah, she is capitalism queen and she's like all about money, but like, it's for a good cause, right? It's not like she's like, I like money because, you know, a full Mr. Krabs situation. But yeah. Let's see. Just go ahead and merge these layers. I do try to get, like, when I first started doing comics, like particularly with chapter 1, I would just do the line art straight on top of my thumbnails. And granted, my thumbnails were a lot more detailed back then. And I was like, yeah, these are basically sketches. But now I realize that, like, it's so much better just to take your time and do the sketch and make sure everything kind of works, like, especially perspective-wise. Perspective is huge for me. I'm still struggling with that. And, like, yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, and redoing, even though it takes me like a couple extra, you know, a little bit more time to do another sketch on top of the thumbnails, it ultimately does and look a lot better, and I can do more like interesting looking thing. Oh, thank you, Comet. Thank you for checking out the new chapter. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, and like I had a lot of fun with the whole encounter as a whole. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, because we're gonna be stuck in an encounter for a while. But yeah, there was a regarding like the encounter, I had debated whether or not to include one like that in chapter 2 for a while, because I was like, oh, I just want to get straight to the plot, right? I want to get to the fun stuff, which I mean, it's valid. It's valid to want to yeah. It's valid to want to, you know, get to the good stuff first, but, or, you know, straight away. But I realized, like, as it was, chapter 2 was kind of short, especially compared to some of the other chapters. And I realized it would be a very important, like, what do you call it? Learning moment for both Marine and Flowey. So, and originally it wasn't gonna be Snowdrake, it was gonna be Gift Rot, or yeah, the little reindeer guy. Yeah. And we're getting to a point where we'll get some cameos, I promise. We're still stuck in, like, no man's land, you know? Yeah. But I'm glad I went with Snowdrake. Okay, so the signage looks good. Now I gotta figure out how to draw these donuts. I'm like looking up references on my phone. There we go. I like this. All right. I'm really nervous about, like, okay. A lot of people thought, like, it was gonna, like, because, yeah, this is the prequel. It's not... There's a reason for everything. I will go ahead and say that. It is straight up Snowdrake. It's not like Snowdrake's dad or Snowdrake's mom. It is Snowdrake. And there's a reason for this, and, like, but it's a, you know, it's a prequel. Why is it, you know, the timeline's off? Like, that's on purpose. Like, I know. Just know everything has a reason. I just can't tell you anything right now. But people are gonna accuse me of, like, I don't know. I've been very anxious about, like, the timeline of the story, which is fair. It's a fair point to bring up, but like there's a reason for it, but I just can't explain it immediately because that's part of the mystery, right? So I trust you guys to just kind of bear with me here, you know? Snowdrake is Snowdrake. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, these are not free donuts. These are donuts with a, you know, with a clause. Like there's a catch. Muffet is running a very tight business here. Like she has a plan. Let's see. Like they're free with big quotation marks donuts, you know? Yeah. This is off. Yeah. Like, I love Undertale and I love writing Undertale stories, but like, especially doing a prequel, there's a lot of pressure to get things like 100% accurate to the main game, and it's like I have done my darndest to do that. But like ultimately I wanted to write this story because like I had this idea and I like this character and I wanted to explore it, and like I am doing my best to keep things 100% canon compliant, but I've gotten a lot of like negative reviews about people like, this isn't, you know, Flowey wasn't formed before, you know, before the other children. It's like, guys, everything I do, I have a reason. Like, I know, I'm aware of this fact. I've done my research. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, I wanted to tell a fun story. So I just hope that you guys can be okay with that. But all valid criticism, though. All very valid. We're gonna keep this separate because I'll probably just copy and paste it, honestly. And we're gonna draw we got little spider guys. And they've got little chef's hats on because I think that's cute. Yeah, right? AU's like people don't get, you know, in a tizzy when, you know, there's 1,000 Sanses in the same room together. But all of a sudden, Flowey's hanging out with the first human. They're like, that's not correct. And it's it's absolutely valid. But, you know, I'm having fun with the story. So that's all that matters. And you guys are having fun with the story, and you guys seem to enjoy it so far. So I really do appreciate the support, guys. It's just, it's the first time that I've, like, dealt with, like, not negative criticism, because it is, like I said, it's valid criticism. And, like, you know, I don't know quite how to handle it yet, I guess. How do I draw a spider web? The little spider guy. Yeah. Corner. we're gonna do this. I like this.
Yeah, they're little chefy guys. They're little chef guys.
Oop. Alright, alright, alright. How do I draw stuff? Guys, I don't know how drawing works. Alright. Thank you. Alright, little cutie patootie spider guys. And here, let's see. Actually, let's do this. A little bit like this. And then let's go ahead and draw the background for this panel, which it'll be super like simple, like just the ruins was so easy for me. It was just like draw a line and that's your background. And I've got like a little I don't know what that is. Oh, I gotta check something. I gotta double check something. Yeah, that room's pretty empty. But you know what? I'll do some extra like webby webs here. How do you spider webs? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of do some little details like this. Kind of sell it, and then the sign here. I'm going to duplicate this. And then just kind of move everything to kind of fit a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, this stuff is pretty, like, but not monotonous. Monotonous is not the right word here. It can be kind of tedious, but it's nice. I have fun working on it, and like, I usually throw on like a, you know, some lo-fi or like a video essay or something while I'm drawing. See, here's the catch. Donations expected. That's the caveat here. That's super itty bitty and you may not notice it. Which I might actually hide this itty bitty sign in front of the donuts here. Or behind the donuts, so you don't see it. And then, like, when Marine and Flowey go to grab the donuts, like, the sign is slowly revealed, right? Hey, Cookie! Thanks for being here! Oh, Chuo, okay. My music recommendations are very strange. I have a weird taste in music, I would say. Right now I really like the Stupendium and Tom Cardy just because I like goofy songs. I tend to stick to instrumental stuff just because, especially when I'm drawing, I can get easily distracted. So, I tend to stick with like either like video game remixes but like the Stupendium and Tom Cardy are super funny, and I like funny music too. Chalk Eaters, they're another really good like kind of fun video gamey band. I kind of like, they have kind of a big band style with some of their songs, which is really fun. Yeah, those are kind of some of the people I'm kind of listening to on the regular right now. Oh, there's another band that I just found. They're called Rare Americans, especially the song, what's it called? Hullabaloo is super fun. Very boppy. A lot of personality with a lot of their songs. Brittle Bones Nikki is really good too. So just drawing a quick background here. The columns here look weird, especially since the ceiling. Should I lower the ceiling? Make this the... This is, I cheat whenever I want like a quick perspective thing. There's the horizon lines here. Yeah, actually, the horizon line would be... That looks right. Okay. Yeah. Procreate has a great perspective function. I do not know if Clipsio Paint and Photoshop has anything like it. I'm sure they do, but I don't work in those anymore. Oops. The columns, I imagine, would reach to the top, you know, so I'm gonna just kind of cheat that. This is, you know, this is the funnest sketch. Digital sketching, you can kind of just make your own mistakes and just, I'll fix it in post, right? Yeah, it looks a little bit better. And we'll make this an arch. How about that? I feel like that would be more Ruins-esque.
Thank you, lol gotcha. I appreciate it.
Always cheat. For sure. Like, this background, I plan on, like, repeating for 3 panels. I haven't had to draw backgrounds for, like, my last 3 pages, because I just copy and pasted, and I'm like, is this cheating? And I'm like, maybe. But, you know. It saves me so much time, especially since a lot of, like, these newer pages are taking me, like, some pages took me, like, upwards to 12 hours to make, and I was like, I cannot sustainably do this. So... yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure if this particular playlist is on Spotify, but it's definitely on YouTube. The creator, LewisPlaysGuitar, he straight up, like, I reached out to him and I asked him if it was okay for me to use his music for my streams, and he was like, yeah, absolutely, go ahead. Okay, that looks good to me. Actually, no. I lied. This looks good to me. No, it's gotta be smaller because it's farther away. Hashtag perspective. Hashtag I know what I'm doing. Yeah. It's weird going back and revisiting the ruins because I haven't drawn it in months, right? Right Here's what I'm gonna do. Here is what I am going to do. I am going to do this. And paste. Pew. We're gonna flip these bad boys. Flippy flip. And they're just gonna be kind of, these are gonna be like probably blurred. Sorry, little spider guy. We'll see you later. Do 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 do. And so we've got this background here. Where is it? Bidomus. We're just gonna copy and paste this a couple times. Do this. I always forget to do this. There is a function where you can like snap, and so like it's a bit more accurate. There we go, and then we'll do merge these down. The problem with Procreate, like I love Procreate for a lot of reasons, but the problem with it is that the problem with it is that you're limited with the amount of layers that you can use. So I tend to... No, this is a little tight, it'll be fine. So I have to be like mindful of how many layers I'm using and like constantly remind myself to merge these things down. We can say like the perspective shifted. It's not super important. Mostly I want the focus to be on the donuts here. And Marine and Flowey are gonna like come in here. So yeah. I realize now that this donut would be like behind if I flip. But that's what we'll fix that in post. I'll leave a note for myself. Alright. I had another, like we already had this like establishing shot of the donuts here. I feel like it's not necessary to show it again. I might make this a Marine and Flowey panel, actually. I'm gonna flip their dialogue because Marine and Flowey are on opposite sides. Ooh, wait, that's way too far. I'll just do the sketch for that panel and figure it out later. Okay.
Oh wait, is April Fool's Day coming up?
I had no idea. And I totally don't have anything planned for April Fool's Day. That's so sad. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Alright, we're gonna draw the good girl. Yeah. I've been having a lot of problems with the server recently. Like, somebody, you know, somebody, like, managed to get into my account or something? I don't know. It's weird. I think it'll be fine, though. Hold on. Am I lagging, guys? I'm just double checking here. Okay, okay. Dopey dope dope. Alright. So now we're working on the good girl. It's kind of fun to draw Marine from far away because she's real cute and just small with an O. I don't personally use Tumblr. I've never had any experience with, or good, I haven't had a good experience with Tumblr. Actually, let's do this. Let's see, how would she be walking? She's a little nervous Nelly. Every time I post to Tumblr, like, I'll get, like, an influx of new followers, and I get real excited, and then I look, and they're all just, like, bots, right? It's very clearly not real accounts. And, like, her head's a little big here. And I just, like, at some point, I just got, like, discouraged. And it just stopped posting there. Because I was just like, I'm not getting any genuine interaction, and, like, I don't know who's a real follower and who's not, so. I found that DeviantArt's pretty good for AU stuff if you want to post stuff about your AU, but it is mostly for arts. If you're doing mostly writing, like AO3 may be good. I don't personally read fanfiction all that often, but I know a lot of people who do, and that's the site they always use. Let's see, what else? I actually found that TikTok is really good for, like, quick edits of AU stuff, and you can just kind of post pictures there. It's like, what's great about TikTok, and, like, everyone's like, ugh, TikTok's gross, and it's like, yeah, I understand, but it is, like, once you find your community, it's really, you know, it's pretty nice, and when you can, what's the word I'm going for? I don't want to say, like, low effort posts, but, like, you don't have to. I feel like with YouTube, there's an expectation for, like, quality. And TikTok, you can just kind of post something silly and people are pretty okay with it. So I found that TikTok was really forgiving for just quick, easy stuff. And there's a really big AU community on TikTok too. And so then I have this cute little frame here where Flowey's like, wait, hold on. Give us a sec. Oh, give him the Johnny Bravo, like. He's gonna be super tiny here, but I don't like that. He's too tiny. He's too close. Going back to some of my old art of Flowey and, like, the first times I drew him, I don't know why I was just so, like, nervous about having his petals touch. And so he ended up, like, looking like this. Not even like that. Like, that's too forgiving. Like, the original way I used to draw Flowey, like, his petals were tiny. And the gaps were way too big, and it was just like, I look back now and I don't know what I was thinking. I call that era of Flowey. If you go back to some of my old art, you can see I call that era the cornhead Flowey era, because I didn't know what I was doing. How do you draw flowers?
Hey, Shadow Lord, thanks for being here, bud. It's been good. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, guys, if you happen to draw any Marine or Flowey fan art, I would love to absolutely see it. I actually did a Draw This in Your Style event for, okay, we're gonna do this, because I cannot, turn it off for now. But I kind of like where this is. Let's see. I did the Draw This in Your Style event, and it is closed now. I need to choose some winners for that soon. But there's so many. I got a lot of really amazing submissions. Like, you guys, the talent in this community just blows me away, and I am just like, I'm struggling coming up with like some winners, right? And I hate that I don't know what criteria to judge on. And next time I think I'm just going to do a raffle rather than a contest, because while there are some really skilled people out there, I don't like choosing. If I could, I'd make everybody a winner, because everyone's like submissions were really, really, really good. No, you're breathtaking, Geist. Channel my inner, what do you call it? My inner Keanu. I like the itty bitty mouths. They're cute. Let's see. Oh, Toll's submission? Yeah, no, I don't know. He blows me away every single time. He's like, yeah, I just did this, it's a quick sketch, and I'm like, bro, that's quick. True, he's like a true like art, like he knows what he's talking about when he does art. I still kind of feel like I'm fumbling around, and like I don't know what's happening. But he's like, yeah, something, refraction of light, something, ambient occlusion, something, and like he'll go on these tangents, and I'm like, wow. I could learn so much for you if I took notes and actually, didn't have the ADHD to not pay attention. Not that I'm not paying attention, but there's just like, I feel like there's so much stuff that goes into it. And like, he just knows it right off the, seat of his pants. And the thing is, he only started drawing like 2 years ago. That's what gets me. And it's just like, determination and hard work. Helped him get to that level, right? So yeah, but we've been doing art studies and stuff together, and particularly like what I need to learn is like I'm experimenting more with color and how to color properly, and like I am learning about ambient occlusion and like different light sources and how like light interacts with each other, which is great. And there are especially certain like scenes in the comic that I want to really work with the lighting for the sake of like what's the word, like mood and everything. Like mood and lighting is super important, but I also need to learn how to translate like the technical like art stuff into like what I do comic art, because there's like a certain like simplicity, I guess you could say, that comes with my art style. And if you like, I experimented, you can go back and see some of my earlier panels. I experimented with like, maybe if I like used a painterly style here, it'd be more impactful, and it just looks out of place. And so I'm still finding like that, what do you call it? That balance of like technical art versus like comic art, right? So learning to translate the technical stuff into my style is sort of the challenge I'm going through right now. And unfortunately, like, all I have time right now is to work on comic stuff, and I'm actually excited to work on some of these prizes because it'll be an opportunity for me to experiment more. Because with the comic, I just kind of have to do what I already know. But it's when I do illustrations is when I can really start to, like, experiment with lighting again and stuff. And then I can apply that to the comic, right? So, it's all a learning process. Thank you, George. I don't know. I'm just impatient. I grew up on the era of YouTube. Thank you. Like, Giorgio said that I draw fast, and I've gotten that comment a lot. I grew up on the era of, like, YouTube speed paints. Like, when I was a kid, that was all I watched on YouTube. And somehow I got it in my brain that I was like, real artists managed to draw in 2 minutes flat, right? Like, that's just how quick they, naturally draw. And so, like, I like forced myself to try and like draw as quick as they did, not realizing that like these speed paints were sped up. But it like bred this idea of impatience with me, which is funny because the whole point of my comic is patience, right? But I was just like, I have to draw fast forever. Gotta go fast. And I mean, like, yeah, it means I can draw things or finish things quicker, but, like, I do recognize that there are certain, like, elements that suffer because of it. Like, I still struggle a lot with anatomy, and, like, it helps that I'm drawing these cute little characters, right? And Marine and Flowey are super easy to draw, but, like, other characters that are more, like, anatomically important. Maybe I'll have like Flowey like real close to the donuts. Yeah, that'd be funny. But characters that are more like anatomically, well, then he's gonna cover up Marine. I don't want that to happen. Yeah. Trust me, I draw a lot slower when it comes to, like, real people with, like, actual, like, important proportions. Alright. Do I like that Flowey face? Flowey's also just, like, super fun to draw because I can just be goofy with him. Give him the Rick and Morty face. I don't know. Yeah. Something like that. I just realized. Let's see. Maybe make her mouth a little bigger here. You'd be surprised. Flowey, in like Canon Flowey is more like, he's got a circle head. Canon Flowey is like, he's more like, I actually have him right here. And for a while, I was trying to do Canon Flowey, I think. But the way I ended up drawing him, I have like this style of drawing him. He's more snarky and mean, and I kind of like that. I don't know how like true to character he is, but he's been fun to write this way, and he's been fun to like play around with. I love this guy so much. Yeah, he's more squish. Originally, like when I was designing Flowey's like head, I was like doing more of like a squished egg shape. But like the point, I think it was the point that was making things weird. I just went straight oval. And recently I've like, especially if he's like more quarter profile, I give him kind of like a little snouty snout to show that he's more than just a flower, right? Because also drawing like a flower in profile is weird. It's just easier to give him a profile, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, Flowey is egg, for sure. We're gonna... let's see. This is the panel that I'm like, okay, I want to redo this. Maybe have her reach. Yeah. She's reaching for a donut, and Flowey's like, no. Flowey's vine doesn't make any sense. I kind of let him stretch and squish like a snake as it's needed, right? So we're gonna like, what's happening here? Like what I'm imagining is like she's reaching, and he's like slapping her hand away with his like little tail that he's got. Good evening, Noun. Thank you for being here, friend. I really like, in terms of Undertale OST, I like Ghost Fight. Or Dummy, actually. Dummy is my favorite. Yeah, I'll rearrange the words here in a sec. Don't like that mouth yet. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. What? No. So, I am releasing on a weekly schedule of the first human. So there's a new episode every Friday. Right now, the episodes are kind of like, I had to split them up to make things easier for me to keep on this weekly schedule, right? She looks goofy. I think it's the Little Too Steven universe. Yeah, so we're kind of like alternating between like, ooh, yeah, there's something wrong with this space here. I'm just gonna start over. But yeah, I release on a weekly schedule every Friday, and we're kind of alternating with like 1 page to 2 pages. I think next week will be a 1-page week, so it's going to be a little short, and I'm sorry. It's just like, in order to keep that schedule, I had to kind of split things up a little bit more. But it's a cool panel. Like, it's a cool page. I think you guys are really, really gonna like it. I'm personally really excited about it. It's one of my favorite... I got to draw one of my favorite Flowey faces like I've ever drawn ever. And you guys will know what I mean when you see it. So, yeah, but the current scene that Marine and Flowey are going through, it's like, I think it's super important. Like, that's the thing when you're writing, every scene has to have a purpose. Everything that happens, it needs to, say something about the characters, or it needs to move the plot forward, or there needs to be like, something that happens. Like which is like, why I cut this particular scene from the comic, because nothing really happens. It's just for fun, which can be good too, but especially like when you're writing a plot-based story, you kind of want everything to have a purpose. And there have been a lot of scenes I've cut just because like there wasn't really a real purpose to it. But where was I going with that? I don't know. I got off on the tangent. Yeah, everybody here, thank you guys so much for being here, guys. For sure. Hey, dummy, look at you! Chuo, my friend. Yes, I do have a Patreon, and I do post the sketches of comics early, like, as I complete them. So I'm currently, like, up to... Well, I just finished part 10, and I'm gonna upload those soon. But, yeah, you guys can see the story as it literally unfolds. That's good. I like that. And, the highest tier, that's only available for the highest tier, but the highest tier is only like $5. So, I'm not hurting for money right now. Like, it's not, I just, like, it was just something, like, if you guys want a little something extra and give me a little, a tip, basically. So, it's super, I'm not, like, please join my Patreon, but, like, it truly does make my day when you do join my Patreon, so. But your guys' support means everything. Y'all, I truly, like, just all the comments and the positive support has been a lot. Like, it means so much to me, so any little bit counts, even if it's just a nice comment on my work. But if you can join my Patreon, you do get a little things extra. And at some point when I have a little bit more like time on my hands, I'd really like to start like a postcard club, where you guys can like vote on what character you want as a postcard, and I'll send you a personalized postcard. I'd really, really want to do that. But again, I have to recognize I don't have a lot of time right now, so but one day. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Y'all are so cool. Yeah. I mean, hey, any little comment helps, man. Yeah, thank you, Reza, buddy. Well, thank you for being here, Shadow Lord. I really appreciate it. And I apologize if, like, I haven't been too active on the chat. I'm, like, especially sketching is super, like, what's the word? I have to stay really focused on sketching. just to make sure everything looks right. But yeah. I notice you, Nicholas. I see you, friend. Papyrus will be in the comic. Yes. He's just not there yet. But yeah, I like Papyrus. I like my design for Papyrus too. He's a cutie patootie. And he's another one that's changed. The captain's changed a lot, Gaster's changed a lot. Sans kind of stayed the same, but that's part of the joke, is that he kind of stays pretty samey everywhere he goes. Especially like seeing him in Deltarune. Like I had considered like doing a full new design for Sans in Deltarune. For the first human. But when I played Deltarune and saw that it was just Sans, I knew, I was like, I mean, that's the joke, is that he's too lazy to change his appearance. So like, I threw on some Crocs and how do arms work? How do hands work? I don't know what I'm doing here. I just threw some Crocs on him and a lab coat and called it a day. That's about as professional as Sans is gonna get. Let's see, cut and paste this so I can move it around freely. Come on, there we go. Let's turn off snapping because I want a little bit more freedom. Yeah, about right here actually would make more sense. V, I think. Hey. What's up, Nicholas? Oh, and somebody asked if Undyne is going to be in the comic. And yeah, Undyne's in the comic. Yeah, haven't you seen? Undyne's totally in the comic. Yeah. What's your... yeah. Kara. Like character. That's how I pronounce Kara's name. I know there's a lot of debate in the community about it, and really it doesn't matter. But like, the reason why Kara's name is Kara is because their file name was just short for Kara as in character, right? It was just like Toby was too lazy to actually name him, and he probably just like made the character and named it Kara to, you know, save space on file saves or whatever. And it was just like, I don't know, he's Kara now. He pulled a Guybrush Threepwood with Kara's naming, which I totally appreciate. If you guys don't know, Monkey Island's one of my favorite games, and the main character, his name is Guybrush, and literally that's only because like the program they used at the time to make the pixel art was literally, they just named him Guy. And like the file name was Brush, and they just kept the name. So Kara was probably kind of the same thing. Kara or whatever. Maybe Ace? I don't know what file or what program they used to make Kara, but yeah, it's just a fun little tidbit, and I'm glad that they kept it in. Alright, classic Flowey getting annoyed with Marine. I have an animation planned. It's not gonna be super, like, polished. I don't think I'm even gonna color it. I just mostly want to experiment more because I have not a big animation planned, but, more intensive, I suppose you could say, animation planned. And I need to, like, practice just getting timing right and stuff. So I'm gonna do one more goofy animation, then start working on the big one. Hey, thank you, Comet. I appreciate it. Alphys. Yeah, Alphys. I mean, like, Dummy, or Chio, I'm sorry, friend. That's entirely possible that he was, you know, that he did something very deep and was like, oh, you know, it's a reflection of the player's actions, right? Totally, I would totally accept that too. But I also subscribe to the idea that Toby Fox is, like, when it is not the best at naming, like, he's not good at naming things. Like, we've got Flowey the flower, right? And he's just like, I don't know, that works. And, like, Kara, I don't know, character, that works, right? But, and so he was, I like to subscribe that he kind of sansed it, and he was a little lazy. But I like the deep thought too, right? Both explanations work, and both, I will accept both as an answer. So Papyrus is a Baby Bones, yes. And Undyne is in the comic. I will answer those questions. Where are we? Okay. We'll just... There's something weird about her mouth. Why don't I like this? Why don't I like this? Now her nose is too. Now her hair's... I have to be careful. No, Azrael Dreamer is like... Well, the name Dreamer is kind of goofy, honestly. And again, I just attribute that to just Toby Fox being like, it, you know, if it works, it works. And I respect that so much. But... yeah. I would love for somebody to dub my comic. I know I had somebody working on a dub. There are rumors that there's a big dubbing channel kind of talking about dubbing it. But I recognize that there's not a lot of, like, what's the word? Not a lot of content, or not enough pages for, like, a full dub to get out yet. So, like, if I do end up getting the first human dubbed, it likely won't happen for a couple, like, at least for another year, probably, until I get more pages out. That's what looks weird. Her arm's way too big. And of course, I merged all the layers. I'm a big old dummy dumb. Oh, hold on, give me a second, guys. My playlist is restarting. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally... Alright. Should be good now. Just gonna kind of do that, and then... yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Trust me, if I end up getting a Pazer player, if you are on Discord or something, please reach out to me so we can talk about it more. Because I do want to make sure it's being done properly, right? I like a lot of communication when it comes to dubbing. And please ask for permission before you dub my comic. But yeah, I would be interested. Like, just let me know, like, especially if it's for, you know, for fun. But reach out to me, we'll talk about it. Let's see. Here we go. duplicate, flatten. And then this. About right there is good, I think. Yeah. Check my, please check the description in the YouTube, for the stream here, Pazer. I have a Discord link there to my server related to the first human, so. Good night now. Thanks for being here, friend. I appreciate it. Alright, guys, I'm gonna take a quick... How long have I been doing this for? I think I'm gonna take a quick, like, 5-minute break. Yeah, that's about right. Olivia, go to bed, please. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, alright? Yeah, I'll keep the stream on. Yes. Tschüss. Why is that? Hold on, my hotkeys aren't working for some reason. There we go. Sorry, guys. Hello guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, and I don't know why my hotkeys for my my PNG tuber program isn't working for some reason, so I have to like go in and manually do it, which kind of like breaks the immersion. I'm sorry guys. That's very unprofessional of me, but happy to have you guys. I'd react, but again, my hotkeys aren't working, so I'll fix that later. But oh hi. All right. Yeah, VideoTube. There's another program out there that I want to try, but I haven't really had the chance to experiment with it yet. Yeah, you just chatting? That's good, that's good. I heard Talon was having problems with spiders, and I'm sorry, this is not the best comic to be doing for you right now, my friend. I apologize. Alright, we're gonna keep all this stuff as like background and prop stuff. Just kinda, this is all like, yeah. Let's keep going. First, let's just draw like a simple background here. I really hate straight lines, I'll be honest with you guys. I hate drawing straight lines so much. So if I can avoid doing it, I'm just not gonna, you know what I mean? We're gonna little secret spider. He's like, oh my god. Cool beans. All right, Bob. I appreciate it. Muffet has her own plans for Marine, trust me. Oh, Miyakor. ¿Cómo estás? I'm so sorry, friend. I don't hablo español. Aw, man. Well, I appreciate you being here, Comet. I hope you had fun. Let's see. Yeah, no. I'm hoping, like, my goal for today was to at least sketch the entire comic, which may have been a little bold, I suppose. It may be a long stream, who knows? But again, I only plan on working on this like on stream, so you guys can see the entire process. But it does get it is kind of slow. Her head is way too big here. That's the problem. That's why like I really like digital art. I can be like, oh, I messed up, but I could just size this down instead of like erasing it. Classic Marine, like not falling for Flowey's many antics. Here, she's like, "What are you doing, you little dork, you little flower boy?" Hey, Dom. What does she say here? How could donuts be some sort of chat? Yeah, I gotta move around this text here. I'm just worrying about the sketch first, and then I'll make the text fit. Again, probably not professional. I'm probably doing this very inefficiently, but I'm actually considering, like, I thought for a second to do this comic on Clip Studio Paint for the stream, like, entirely. But I've never really drawn anything in Clip Studio Paint, and the one time I did try, I was like, I hate this so much. I'm so used to Procreate. So I know eventually I'm gonna have to make the move, but it's gonna make me sad because I love Procreate so much. But I am coming to realize the further I get into my quote-unquote art journey that Procreate is pretty limiting when it comes to art. But you can do a lot with it, and I have so many good brushes for Procreate. So nice. I wonder if I should, like, make her more like, Yeah, that's cute. I like that. I don't know where Flowey's gonna be yet, so I'm not gonna draw her eyes. I think it'll be, like, more like here, I think. Pew, pew, pew. Give her a little bit of movement in the hair. What's going to be good about this scene is that I already have, like, a palette and everything, like, set up for it. Like, what kind of takes me a long time, like, drawing a new scene is, like, finding all the right colors and, like, what shadows and what the colors, the shadows, and the light should be, right? And, like, trying to keep that consistent. And luckily, I already have a palette that I used for the comic. And I might adjust it because there were a lot of things, like, I didn't really do correctly that, you know, I just didn't really know at the time. So I may adjust it a little bit, but for the most part, it's already made for me, which is super easy. But man, the ruins are not easy on the eyes. The purple is just glaring. It's like highlighter purple. It's super bright.
Hey, Storyteller, thanks for being here, bud.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. It's like Clip Studio Paint on the iPad just doesn't, replying to Giorgio here, Clip Studio Paint on the iPad just doesn't, it's, especially since my iPad, I have, like, I don't have the biggest one, I have, like, the second biggest one, and, like, they kept all the same UI and everything, and so everything's super small, and it's really, what did he say? Yeah, let's do this. He's still talking to Marine here. But yeah, the UI is super small and not fun to work on, but it's great for the computer. And I do have a drawing tablet. I don't have a Cintiq. I'd love to get a Cintiq. The media store, or like the electronics store here in Japan, has like Wacom tablets on display, like the big boys, like the good old, like, they've got to be like 25 inches. They're huge. They have them on display and you can like just doodle on them if you want to, and I always do whenever I go to that store. I was doing it yesterday actually, and it is super nice. My biggest complaint is like there aren't any buttons or anything for you to like hotkey like undo or something, right? Or zoom and stuff. Like all that has to be manual, or you have to do it like on your keyboard. And that can be kind of a pain to do. But like that stuff can go for like thousands of dollars. It's expensive. But certainly worth it if it's like what you make your money on, right? And I am considering it. But right now I have an XP Pen tablet, which XP Pen I've actually found like are perfectly fine. I'm also cheap, so, and I got mine for like $300 and it's a fairly decent size. I just need to start using it. Now that I have my new setup and my new computer and everything, I might be able to actually start using it again. I have to force myself to learn it. But, you know. Maybe I'll do my next animation on that. I know Clip Studio Paint, a big reason why I got Clip Studio Paint is because you can do animation in it, and a lot of people do use it for animation. And I really need to step up my animation game, because the animation on the iPad is super, like, I can get it to work, but the program I use is great. It's great for what it is, but it can be pretty buggy and kind of frustrating to work with, if I'm being completely honest. So I recognize I just need to graduate at some point, but I'm just scared. I'm nervous, guys. I don't like trying new things. I just want to do what's familiar forever. But that's not how you grow. Thanks for being here, Comment. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just checking the chat. I'm so sorry. I just went on a tangent. Again. Oh, man. Yeah, that was my first, like, what do you call it? Drawing tablet was, like, a big, chunky one. I think it was a Heyo, actually. But it was huge. It was, like, a good, like, 17, 18 inches. But it took up my entire desk. It was not, you know, it was not portable at all. And it was heavy. And I finally sold it. Got a new one. But, man, that thing was nice. It was I remember being so excited when I first bought it. Her skirt's actually a little short here. Yeah. Her skirt goes just below her knees. Squatty here, but yeah. And we'll do one more. We are almost done with this page, guys, or at least almost done sketching. Where is this? Oh, there it is. It's the first one.
That makes sense.
Again, we're just nothing here is like set in stone. It's just like I want this to be like a fun panel where Flowey's like kind of freaky looking. For no reason other than it's just fun to draw him that way. Marine has not had anything to eat. She is not in a good place right now. So she's like, yay, food, and yeah. Flowey's fun to draw like this. Little freaky boy. Why? Why is he like this? I don't know. It's just fun to draw him like a little freak. Or we're gonna play with the lighting here to really like set the mood that he's like being a little snark. I don't know if I like him like yeah, that's a little bit better, and I'll play with the perspective here in a sec. Little quick trip. Lots of layers. That's my tip if you're doing digital art. Take advantage of layers, and don't be afraid to use the transformation tool. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. And don't, yeah. Some people use liquify. I've never personally gotten liquify to work. But it can be handy if you need to like make slight adjustments. I don't know if this fits actually, now that I look back at my text. Maybe keep more like maybe like this. Yeah, keep his snout here. So he does have kind of like a little snatty snout. I like doing these because I can just kind of have fun with it, you know? There's no pressure of like, oh, I have to get this done by a certain date. I can just kind of be a little bit more relaxed and experiment more.
Hey Rezo, thank you for being here. Hi Little, thanks for being here. Kaylin's here, Dom's here, Raven's here.
Yeah, no, it's all just energy, and like I know it's all magic, right? And honestly, they don't really talk about how like Marine or Frisk even like manages to survive in the underground eating monster food. But like if you think about it, Kara has been in the underground for a while, and obviously they had to survive in some way, and so like monster food was able to sustain them for the time being that they were in the underground. Yeah, Kara survived on pie and pie alone. Alright, so I think this... Oh, I have surprise doodles that I forgot about. Put this down here. Come on. Lots of little bits and pieces here. Alright. Bye, boy. Alright, so let's move around some text. I have Marine and Flowey on different layers. I have to keep in mind that... I'll move this up here. Oh no, what did I do? Alright. And then we'll move this to be over here because we don't want to break, we don't want to cover up our characters too much. It's not the worst thing in the world if it covers up a character, or if your text covers up a character. But you do want to like make sure that you're not covering up any important information, because like right now the way Flowey's dialogue is like not doing so good. But like here it's okay, like, and especially like Flowey's text box is usually square, and it's usually about this big. So I can imagine like cutting off like a bit of his petals is not the biggest, it's not the end of the world, right? But like here, like this panel I'm gonna have to work with because it's a little crowded. So I might make that a little smaller, that actually. But let's see. And I do all the text box stuff in Clip Studio Paint because they have a really good like speech bubble what do you call it? Speech bubble tool. And this will either be, I haven't decided if it's gonna be in a bubble or if it's just gonna be like side dialogue. I think it'll be side dialogue. Yeah, here I think I'm gonna make Flowey just an itty bitty bit smaller. Kind of lessens the impact though, and being that itty bitty. Let's see. Maybe it's more like this. And I'll move the donuts down a little bit. Which donuts are these? I do not remember. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So we got this page done. Or the sketch done, at least.
Thanks, Talon, for being here. Yeah, thank you so much.
Good luck with your university. Hopefully they won't prank you or anything. I feel like that'd be out of, like, really bad taste.
Yeah, thanks, Talon. I really appreciate it.
Alrighty. Cool beans. Alright, so next we're gonna, again, my goal for today was to get all the sketches done. We're gonna go ahead and move on to page 2, and this is a 3-page comic. So here, a quick rundown of what happens here. Flowey takes a big old munch out of the donuts. Marine's like, oh, these are safe to eat. She eats the donut and she's like, oh wow, these are so good. And she's like, oh, why thank you. Down here, sweetie. And we've got, and here, Muffet is super tiny. That's the joke here, is that she's itty bitty. Because spiders, like, are super tiny and then they grow to their full size, right? So, yeah. And then, so she's itty bitty and they have a cute little... I just realized that her laugh may be wrong. I thought it was foo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, exactly. The itsy bitsy spider, for sure. How does Muffet laugh, by the way? Is it foo-hoo-hoo? I thought it was foo-hoo-hoo. I think it may be a-hoo-hoo-hoo. Does anyone remember? I'll fix that later. I'll look it up later. But anyway, go ahead and... Ahoo-hoo. It may, yeah. I think it is ahoo-hoo-hoo, but I'll look it up later. Flowey's like kind of rearing back because he's gonna take a big old chomp. He's like, ah. We're gonna add some action lines to indicate that he's moving. Distant, I knew exactly what that song was from. Link was in the description, bud. I've actually played My Singing Monsters for a little while, but it blew up on TikTok. And I was just like, when I heard the song, I was like, especially the sped up version. Like, speeding up a song really changes like the tone of it, I feel like, and I had never thought of doing that before. Another thing I like to do, I do not like being constrained to panels. I'm so bad at using panels. I hate panels, actually, if I'm being completely honest. I just I don't know if it's me being lazy and I don't fully understand how paneling works, but I break my characters out of my panels all the time. And I that's kind of like a core panel thing that you're not supposed to do, but I do it anyway because I want you guys to see my characters. And I think it's more interesting that way. I don't know. But that was a big reason why I like shifted away from traditional comics and stuck with the mobile vertical format. Was just because like paneling for me is really difficult and I just feel really constrained. And I just like being able to kind of draw what needs to be drawn. And like, yes, you still do need to be smart about it, but I feel like it's a little bit more freeing in terms of like laying things out and, ooh, almost dropped my pen. I feel like it's more freeing, in terms of just kind of like thumbnailing everything, and like, the caveat is you do kind of lose some details, but yeah. Especially like it but I think it just kind of adds a whole new slew of like creative problems that you can solve, right? But yeah, the first few pages of The First Human were actually in the traditional comic format, but I just, again, I felt really like constrained to that. So I changed it, and I'm happy that I did, because I've had a lot of fun, like, kind of, like, especially nowadays, I feel like most people are, like, what's the word? Are reading comics, like, either on the computer or on their phones even. And I feel like scrolling to, like, you know, continuously read the comic is a lot more engaging. Like, and like, I don't really plan on printing The First Human at any point, because I mean, like, what's the point? I can't publish it anyway. But like, so it is meant to be read online, and there's actually, oh man, guys, this is years in the making. It's years in the making. we're not gonna get to this point for a while, but there's a specific panel in the comic that I may or may not, no, I definitely am going to animate it. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be very, very cool. And of course, that is going to be, that can only be experienced online, right? Unfortunately, the only thing is like, I have a lot of readers on Webtoons, and Webtoons does not allow animated panels. So really only my Tapas and DeviantArt readers will be able to see it in its full glory. But man, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'm so excited for it. But again, it's like end comic stuff, really. So but get hyped for it. It's a hoo hoo hoo. All right, yeah, I'll change that later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I have, trust me, I have a plan for, I'm gonna show that panel on TikTok. I have, in fact, there's a specific sound that inspired that panel, actually. So I'm gonna, again, it's gonna be a couple years old, but I don't know. Trends are arbitrary. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a more like here. You guys are gonna have to, if you want to read the comic, you have to, it either has to get dubbed, or you're gonna have to, if you're on YouTube only, you're gonna have to go to DeviantArt. I'm sorry. I can't, right now as it is, I personally cannot post the comic on YouTube. But you guys will get, like, I'll probably post the animation at least, because I can already foresee myself taking a lot of time just to do it. But it'll be so cool and so worth it. Yeah, I'll probably share that everywhere, because I'm like, look at this thing. Look at this thing I did. And right now it's just in the idea stage, but I'm very pumped for when it does, when I get to the that point, right? It's gonna be so cool. Well, do not draw the face before everything else is. Well, yeah, they're kind of seeing the sign from behind now. I'll put a surprise spider here. Yeah, that's actually one of the animations that kind of inspired this, like, storyline, I guess. The big ass donut. And originally that was just going to be, that was actually my first, like, quote unquote animation attempt. At first it was just going to be like, just Flowey moving his head and not talking at all. But then I just, like, started experimenting with lip syncing, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I actually like this. So I really like lip syncing, which is why I have a lot of, like, songs and stuff that I want to animate using Flowey Marine. But again, I'm much too ambitious for the time that I have. Couple of fun little donuts. Speaking of donuts, I'm starting to get hungry. All this talk of donuts making me hankering for a donut. Donuts are always one of those things that, like, sound like a good idea, especially if, like, you're craving them and then you actually, like, order them and you're like, oh, donuts are not good for you. It is not healthy to have, like, more than one in a sitting. But, you know, what's self-control, right? I'm gonna try cooking tonight, and I'm very nervous because I'm a bad cook. I'm a very bad cook. I'm gonna make curry and rice because I really like. There's a very popular here in Japan, and it's freaking delicious. There's a really popular curry house that I order from all the time called Coco's Curry, and they just make curry, and it's like, you know, curry and rice and some vegetables, and what I get it with tonkatsu, which is basically like a pork cutlet, right? Oh my god, it's so good. But it's really like my obsession with this restaurant is starting to bite into my bank account, and I'm like, I need to learn how to make this myself. So I'm gonna try and do that today, and we're gonna see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know if I burn down the apartment building or not. My favorite donut, I like a classic jelly-filled. So it's not really a topping, I guess that's more of a filling. But, you know, classic glazed is really good. Here in Japan, mochi donuts are really popular. She's way too close, or this is way too close to her. I need to move this. Just merge these down. There. Give her a little bit more room so she can like actually reach. We can see her hand somehow. Oh god, hands. Ugh. 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 I hate drawing hands so much. Oh, and I have a character who's like only hands. So I'm like, this is how I force myself to draw hands, is by just making it a central part of his character. And I'm getting better, but it's still like, ugh. Mochi donuts are basically, they're like the little mochi rice cakes, and they cover them in donut batter, and they deep fry it like a donut. So not only do you get like the donut texture, you also get like the mochi texture as well. And they come out looking at like one of those chew rings. They like come out looking like this. They're like, you know, here's a donut, and like the mochi donut is like this, because these are like the little mochis, and it's like it comes out looking like a chew ring for like a baby. But they're delicious. They're pretty good. The only problem is like I personally can't eat too much mochi, because mochi is very filling because it's just rice, right? So it's like I can really only eat like half of these before I start feeling like ugh. And I'll save the other half for later. But they are very delicious. I suggest if you ever get the chance to come to Japan, try one. They're one of the things that are, you know, wholly unique to Japan. That's a mochi donut. Mochi is like, it's like a, I don't know how you would describe mochi. It's basically, oh jeez, what'd I do? Mochi is basically just like cooked rice. It's a special kind of rice. It's called glutinous rice or sweet rice, and it's actually more dense than your typical like regular white rice that you would eat with like a, you know, with a regular meal, right? Because it needs to keep its structure when you pound it, because that's how they get like that soft texture, is they pound the rice until it's basically like a goop, and then they form it into a ball and put like, you know, sometimes they put flavoring in it, sometimes it's just mochi, sometimes they cover it like with like a sauce. Like it's not uncommon, like when you go to I'm so excited, it's about to be Hanami season, which is like, you know, cherry blossom season here. It's already cherry blossom season in Tokyo, but I'm up north, so we get our season a little later. But they have like, you can get mochi. How do I draw hands, dude? I'm talking about 1,000 different things at once. But yeah, it's not uncommon to go to like a festival and they'll sell like, you know, there will be mochi stands. And you can get like sweet mochi. Pee. Oh, goodness. I need a reference. I'm not good enough an artist for this. Yeah. Mochis. Cheese mochi is also a thing, by the way. Alright, give me a second, guys. I am looking up references. Oh, what's going on? The thing is like, let's see. I usually do start with a mitten shape. It's just like the specific perspective that Marine is at right now is a little like difficult for me to imagine in my head. No. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe that's exactly what I'm doing, is overthinking it. Gross. That's not what hands look like. Welcome to my chaotic process. Let's see. It's not that hard. This is why I need to do some hand studies, dude. If you don't notice, like, if you can see, I use like the same like 3 hand positions for Marine. And it's because that's the only like hand I really know how to draw. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Muffet, I'm pretty sure Muffet, does, I think, I don't know if it's like canon, but like it's, you know, pretty popular fanon, I feel like, and that's enough for me. I would really, I prescribe to that. Luckily, I feel like, okay, here, Marine's hand may be like covered up by the sign a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna buy mochi. Maybe she's more... Marine needs to move a little bit. Yeah, that works. And then... kinda... I'll do this. I'm not utilizing a lot of like base here, I realize. So Now the challenge is getting this hand to work. Perspective. Hold on, I think my...
Yeah, for sure. If you do any fan art, please. Please tag me. And Dom says I'm canon to the Underverse. I guess that's true. Do you mean like Underverse as in like the... No, I'm thinking of Under Event. That's different. What is Underverse again? Me not staying up to date with the Undertale stuff. I'm sorry. Is that the one with the Sands and all the Sands AUs are like fighting each other?
Studies, dude. Uh-oh. I think I made the chat mad. I'm seeing it move a lot.
I think the Spider Cafe is super cute. I think that's a super cute idea.
Sorry guys if I'm not paying super attention to the chat. I'm kind of struggling.
Hi B. Thanks for being here, friend.
Alright, we're gonna... I like drawing. There we go. Alright, I'm starting to get a little hungry. Especially all that talk of donuts earlier. I'm like, okay, now I want food. For sure, yeah. That's a good idea, having like crumbs falling out of Flowey's face. He's a little gremlin.
Hi Julie, thanks for being here. We're drawing comics, my friend, and I'm demonstrating my lack of technical talent. I just kind of hope that things work out. It's like she's... the thing is like her arm... She has...
Why is this so hard? Foreshortening, man. That's what I'm trying to do. But I do not know how to do it.
Oh, I am hungry. I did eat oatmeal today because I was like, yeah. But usually I buy like a mid-stream snack and I forgot to buy one yesterday. And I'm really mad at myself for it. So I might step away here in a second just to grab something to eat so I can stay focused. Because I'm definitely one of those people. I get hangry. Not hangry, that's not correct. But I get very distracted when I'm hungry. This will look better in line art, I swear. I'm gonna straighten. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, have him a little closer to Marine here. I think the playlist is about to repeat, so I don't want to leave and have you guys not have music or anything, so I'll wait for it to finish and then we'll... If that's the case, I might be able to do this. Oop. Marine looks a little not on model. I need to make a model sheet for Marine because I draw her different every single time. And I know that's pretty big, is like to make reference sheets for your characters, and it's like I just draw, man. Alright. Giving myself a little bit more leeway, maybe I can make this arm a bit more convincing. Something about it is just weird. Why am I struggling with this one specific pose real quick? I do animate. Not often, but I am learning how to animate. Alright. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay, I got time. Alright, I'm going to step away for a bit and grab myself a little snacky snack. So I will be back. Yeah, give me just like maybe 10 minutes. And I'll be back. I'll be right back. I need a snack. All right, bye.
Hello! Hi, I'm back. Hi guys, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Nice, nice, nice. Nicholas got their snacky snack. I had my snacky snack. Everybody's got, you know, I hope everybody's fed and hydrated. I had me some good fruit juice, like fruit vegetable juice, and I made myself a quick little peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it's super easy. Nice, 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 nice. Wonderful. All right, cool. Let's get started. We're almost, well, no. Wanting to get these sketches done may have been a tad ambitious. I may just get this page done and call it a day, because I know for a fact the last page is pretty it's going to be pretty sketch intensive. So we may just finish this page for today and save next for next week. Okay, here's something for you guys. Now that I've got this new fancy setup and a new computer that can actually like do things now, how would you guys feel about me like streaming some games on here? Like, what's the consensus there? Do you want this to just stay purely for art, or would you be interested in me like playing some goofy games every now and again? Ooh, okay, okay. Because I was on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for being here, Reza, for sure. Thank you so much. Get some sleep, absolutely. Don't ever, like, stay up past, you know, what's humanly possible to watch my streams. That's not healthy, but I do appreciate you being here. But, yeah, I was on Twitter, and they just announced, like, there's this new, like, murder mystery game based off of, like, oops, hold on. Music's all messed up. But yeah, there's this new Sonic the Hedgehog game that it's like a murder mystery, but with Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was like, I feel like that'd be a lot of fun to play. And I feel like it'd be fun to play anyway. So, I have no idea about it. I have no clue what it is except for like, it's Sonic. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow, maybe super last minute, but we'll give it a shot. It'll be my first, like, real stream, or, like, a gaming stream, right? Yeah, it looks fun. I like those kind of games. And I'm not a huge, like, Sonic the Hedgehog fan, if I'm being completely honest. Like, really, all I know about Sonic is, like, I never played the games. I've just, like, seen the shows and various fan art and stuff. But I like the characters and their personalities. They're pretty fun. But bye, Razia! Be good. Get some sleep. Thank you for being here, friend. Yeah, of course, definitely I want to play Undertale too, but I have kind of like a special plan for Undertale. And it's gonna take a little bit of preparation work on my end. But, yeah. I'm definitely gonna play Undertale at some point, but, not for the time being. Who's my favorite character in Undertale? Hey, the boy. Of course, he's the boy. I love him. I love him so much. He's such a good boy, and I love him. He's my good boy. Alright, thanks for being here, Sans. I'm a big fan. Hey, Original. Thanks for being here. I think you're new. We're just getting this page done. Hello, Yo-Yo! Thanks for being here. I would also love to play Deltarune. That's a really good idea. Yeah. For sure. I might... It just depends. The problem is like my time zone is really different from you guys. So like if I were to stream for you guys to actually watch it, I'd have to stream like at the same time, which is usually what I do for my art streams, or like really late at night, which is not great for my neighbors, honestly, because the apartments here are pretty thin. And I don't want to bother anybody. Disbelief. Yeah, I really want to play Disbelief. I've never played it, actually. I actually haven't, like, I've seen, like there are battles and stuff on YouTube, but I've never, like, watched it. There's the new, I'm really excited for the Belief virus. I don't know, it's like the response to that, and it's a little bit more goofy. I'm excited for that. It was announced at the Under event last year, and it looks so much fun. It looks so goofy. Love fan dubs. Fan dubs are fun. And Marine takes a little bite. She takes a little gentle bite of Oh, that's cute. She takes a little bite of the donut. Thank you, username. I appreciate it. Nicholas, yeah, I just announced that I might do a surprise stream tomorrow, depending on how I feel, or maybe Monday. I don't have to work on Monday, so I might do that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, for sure. Okay. So here's my question to you guys. How do you like it? Like, how do you feel about streams when people play games and it's like a primarily text-based game? Like you have to read the text. Do you like it when the streamer like reads aloud the text, or do you prefer to read the text yourself and like not have the streamer read? What are your guys' opinions on that? Oh, you like the streamer to read? Okay. Funny voices? I was thinking about that. I remember when I was really young,
I used to play Paper Mario a lot, and I'd be sitting in my room, like playing Paper Mario, and I'd read only Peach's voice because she was my favorite, and so I can do a pretty good Peach voice, or like, you know, what was Peach at the time. Oh, happy birthday, Nicholas! Yeah.
Mario, Luigi.
Yeah, I worked on a fan project for a while where I did the voice for Peach, but I don't think it was ever like posted. I recorded a couple lines for the story or whatever, and never heard back from them again. So that's the problem with doing fan projects. Sometimes it's like you get all this, you know, they get people together and you record stuff, you do stuff for them, and then you just never hear back from them, especially in the early days of the internet. So I can't guarantee whether or not I'll do voice acting because I'm not a voice actor, but yeah, I'll definitely read it and try to make it fun and entertaining. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll look into it later tonight and see if I can get that set up. Oops, no. There'd be a little bite out of the donut. Choo, 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 choo. Okay, here I want it to be more of a scene. So I'm gonna throw on my handy dandy perspective grid again. Ooh. And this is just placeholder, really. But actually, I realize that this is probably you can tell that I'm a self-taught artist because I don't do anything correctly. There we go. That's about right. God, I still struggle trying to find like the horizon line of things and stuff. But, you know. I'll probably copy and paste that or redraw it later.
Hello, Lena. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say your joke again? I was sketching. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Why did the chicken cross the road? Oh, that sounds like a joke Flowey would make. It's a very Flowey joke.
Do 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 do. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that's correct. You have no idea how many times I've drawn hands like backwards and I'm like, why does this look weird? And it's just because I'm wrong. Dude, I love hand plates. Hand plates is like the Undertale comic, right? It's been going on for a long time, and I hear it's almost done. But like the fact that Zarla has gone, been doing it for so long, like I remember, like I've actually been out of the Undertale community for a while. Like I played it and I was kind of into everything like when it first came out, but like me and my ADHD brain, I just kind of like. Plus, I was in college at the time, so, like, I was kind of distracted and wasn't able to, like, keep up with everything. And really didn't come back until a couple of years, like, back in, like, 2021, 22, I think. And definitely, like, during the pandemic. And, like, I came back, it was, like, 6 years later, and Zarla was still making these comics. I was like, oh my gosh, girl. Or person, I don't know their identity, but I really respect like the commitment to the work, So they kind of make a little room, I guess. And maybe this is like a column here. Just to give it a little something. Make it look like a place rather than just a void. That's the thing, like with comics you don't have to draw backgrounds every single time. But also, it's good for establishing things and put like some cracks in the ceiling or something and yeah. Inverted Fate. Inverted Fate's one I need to read. I follow the creator on Twitter actually, and I looked it up on, they have a website and everything, and it's so long, and I know I'll enjoy it. I know it'll be really, really good. I haven't like garnered the like willpower to start it yet, because I know it's very easy for me to get distracted. So, but it looks really, really cool, and I honestly don't know anything about the story, other than like it's just weird glitch stuff. And so, yeah, I need to check it out. Yeah, Cookie's got it. Just gotta stay determined. You know what I'm gonna do after this stream is done, and I'm actually very much looking forward to it? I'm gonna order some donuts. That sounds really, really good. And they have a bunch of specialty donuts right now because it's like spring season, right? So they're... So they got some good ones, and I want to try them. All right, Nicholas, throw that joke. I'm paying attention. What's your joke?
Croissant. Croissant.
Sorry, now I'm gonna be... God damn it. Oh, when I was working on that animation, like it was one of my shorter ones, it was kind of for a goof, but I could not stop saying croissant over and over again, and like my intrusive thoughts would take over, and I'd be like sitting at my desk at work, and I'd just like, under my breath, just go croissant. And like, you know, I'm already the weird one there. I'm already weird, but there's no explaining that. No amount of Japanese language skills do I have to explain. It's just a joke. But again, it's just my brain is like, you know, like a random earworm in my head. Croissant. I could be a meme. Today, I wanted to eat a croissant. Croissant. Like again, you have no idea how many times I listened to like that soundbite to get like the words matching up and the, you know, make sure the timing is right and everything. So like, it's part of my being now. Croissant. Oh god. There's another one, like some of the songs that I plan to animate to at some point, like I listen to them like on repeat, like walking to work, and I know like every inflection, every like time that the actors take a breath. I know every word. It's kind of insane, and I know it's only gonna... Again, she's got that Steven Universe jawline. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just not Marine. But yeah. Why does this look weird? I am not the best artist, but, you know. Croissant. My favorite restaurant right now, like the one I miss the most from the US is Wendy's. Like I would kill for a Wendy's burger right now. Wendy's burgers are amazing. Yeah. Whenever I realize I'm not saying much for a while, I'll just come back and just go, Croissant. Wendy's is so good. I miss their burgers. Genuinely the best burgers in America. Or best fast food burgers, at least. But it's not really a thing here in Japan. And McDonald's is pretty good, and I've been eating McDonald's more. And I do realize, like, I've noticed, like, I don't know if it's just out of, like, I'm looking for the nostalgia, so I'm tolerating McDonald's. But McDonald's burgers are pretty okay. I didn't like them in the US, and I don't know if it's because they make their stuff differently, or if I'm just like, I want, I want something familiar, so I'm just gonna eat this. I think I'm just gonna do small bean marine here. Taco Bell's pretty good. They don't have Taco Bell here either. I don't particularly miss it. It wasn't one of my favorites. Like, I'd have a Crunchwrap Supreme every now and again. Oh, and a Baja Blast. Ooh, that was good. But I don't miss it as much as I miss Wendy's. But here, my favorite fast food is a place called Yoshinoya, which is basically like a meat bowl. So they just like saute some beef and put it on top of some rice, and it's really, really good. That's a good one. And also Coco's curry for sure. I have Coco's curry all the time. It's delicious. Nicholas, buddy, you've got my attention. What's up? Konnichiwa. Hajimemashite. Watashi wa Britta desu. 今はなんでもない. I have no idea. Yeah, no, I just like, I apologize. Like, trying to keep track of the chat and drawing at the same time is kind of tricky. So I apologize. I'm doing my best. How much does the most fabulous robot weigh? I have no idea. A megaton. Cha. I like that one. I like that one. That's Sans quality right there. Croissant. Oh, I just realized. Oh, Flowey is on this arm. Where do I put him? I'll put him right here. Does that make sense? Not really, but... Drawing Flowey from profile is very difficult. We'll make it work. Guys, I'm slowly letting my intrusive thoughts take over. I apologize. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I draw Flowey again? I forget. That's what I thought. Okay. Let's see. Ba-da-da-dum-bum. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, the boy. Because now I feel like drawing Azzy for real quick. Took me a while to get used to drawing Azrael. I'm still kind of working on it. I may do kind of like a restudy of his head. Because I'm not used to drawing like animal characters at all. And really only had to do it because like Undertale has so many animal characters. And I was just like, if I want to draw Undertale, I need to learn, you know, furry art, basically. And it's funny. And, like, there's nothing wrong with furry art. In fact, there are a lot of really, you know, popular furry artists. But you have to recognize that there is, like, a stigma. And I remember I showed, like, a, you know, person who I thought was a friend of mine at the time. And I was like, I drew this really cool panel with Asgore. And I was like, look how cool this person, I was so proud because I had never drawn anything like that before. And I showed them, I was like, I'm really proud of this. And like, wow, are you a furry? And it's like, no, I'm just trying to learn how to draw down. Excuse me. But again, there's nothing wrong with being a furry. But like, there's... people... Don't listen to people, is what I'm trying to say. Do what makes you happy. And make the art that makes you happy. And like... whatever judgment they may put on you says more about them than it does about you. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Lessons have been learned, but... And I'm constantly, like, learning lessons as an adult, especially finding things out about myself that I didn't quite understand for a while. But, you know. It's all well and good. Just do what makes you happy. Life is too short for being upset about trying to please other people, you know what I mean? As long as you're putting positivity back into the universe, like, it's gonna come back to you at some point, you know what I mean? And if you reap nothing but negativity and constantly put down others, then, again, you're gonna put down, reap what you sow, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to get that deep. It's just something about this song triggers something in me where I just, like, I have to, like, reevaluate my life. Because it's just, like, sad, but a little sweet, you know? Y'all are playing Among Us. Like, like, again, nothing wrong with Among Us. But, like, that's an oxymoron. Y'all just be nice to each other. Do what makes you happy, you know? And don't let the haters hate. There are plenty of other like, good people out there that you don't have to worry about. I mean, you do have to worry about. Those are the people you need to worry about. That's what I mean.
Croissant.
Alright, I'm gonna quit the croissant for now. Okay, why... Eyes, man. Yeah, guys, you should join my Discord. It's pretty fun. This does not look right to me. Maybe if I start adding like bangs and stuff. Something about the nose. There we go, that looks better. It is, I totally understand, and like honestly I'm really anxious when it comes to Discord too. I'm in a lot of servers, but I barely interact with any other than my own because I'm like I'm also a nervous Nelly. I have social anxiety. And so but you know, again, I'm just we're all buddies. We're all friends there. Have fun, dude. I don't know how to say your name, but just know I see you, and you're gonna have a good night. Thanks for being here, friend. All right, we're finally getting the draw Muffet, and this is my own design of Muffet, by the way. This is, and if you want to see her, she's on my DeviantArt. I designed her a while back, actually. And she's very heavily inspired by Lolita fashion and that subgenre, because I think it's cute. I think she's wearing a little vest. Don't call me out, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention, I didn't notice it like until I was like editing the video to post it on TikTok, and I was like, ah, dang it. But I was like, yeah, it's fine. But I'll fix, she'll be okay here. Let's see. Maybe she'll have a pair of an arm like this one up here. This was waving.
This is a timeline where Muffet's little. She's itty bitty. She's itty bitty. She's an itty bitty spider.
Hold on, I have to double check my own reference.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
She's the itsy bitty spider.
And then she's gonna have her little spider friends. A little spider army. We'll just do 2 for now, I think. No, not quite. There we go, that's it, that's the... I want her head to be rounder, I think. So I'm gonna squish it down just an itty bitty bit. There we go. Very nice, Julie. I like that. They're supposed to be chef hats, but yes. I can give them, I can make them like, yeah, they're supposed to be chef hats, actually. But maybe we'll have a butler spider with a little top hat. He'll have a little fancy mustache. He is now canon, butler spider. Alright, this panel I'm definitely gonna have to move some words around. So I'm just gonna draw the scene and holy cheese and crackers, Georgia! I didn't realize, Georgia, was there a tornado? Are y'all okay? Holy crap! I'm so sorry. I must have. I remember seeing something about a tornado. It is the season, huh? Where, you know, the universe just tries to destroy the Mid-South. On her. I'm actually gonna make Marine a little smaller here. Wonderful. I'm glad everybody's safe. Good. Yeah, what I'm gonna do here, because like drawing Marine off panel is gonna be a little difficult for me. I'm gonna draw the pose that I want her to be in its entirety, or at least mostly in its entirety. And then, so right here, Flowey's actually like doing his own thing and she's not paying attention. She still is doing it in her hand, but she's gonna be like bent over. Something like this. Do. The problem is like the way I frame this scene.
kind of difficult. Super big. So I want her to cover up most of the frame here because the focus is really on Muffet. It's an opportunity for us to see Muffet in her entirety. This is the donut, and she's got her hands. She's holding a donut. Pew 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 pew. I'm starting to get lazy with my sketches. That's usually a sign for me that I need to take a break. Like, I will easily draw for, like, you know, most of the day, but I do notice, especially with sketching, if I start noticing that my lines are getting kind of lazy, I'm like, uh-oh. Brittany needs a break. You just gotta listen to yourself, and don't force yourself to do more than you can. You know. I'm so sorry. It seems like me drawing the spider comic has, like, summoned all the spiders. Oh, for everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm just bringing bad luck. Let's draw Muffet. This is our opportunity to really see her. In fact, Marine might be a little too big now, now that I notice it. I really don't want her to take up too much space. I think she'd have a bit more knee here, though. Knees. Actually, it's probably here. That would look better. That's like her shoulder-ish. That's the thing, it's like when I sketch, I kind of like feel things out. It's not entirely accurate, but I don't like me using too many guidelines and too many like structure. It makes I feel like it keeps things like really rigid, and I like things to have like a lot of movement, or my drawings to have like this, a flow to it. And like the trade-off is that like finding correct anatomy is really difficult. But I do try to like maintain like this sense of just movement. That's my goal, is like to have like to make it look like they're moving even though they're not, like they're static images, right? And I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm by no means a master, but like, you know, this sort of stuff comes with practice, And that's what I'm here for. Or that's what I keep doing. That's my thing. I do practice all the time. Constantly learning. I think, did I give her sleeves? My favorite color is forest green, actually. Yeah, no, not sure if I'll do tomorrow. I don't want to, honestly don't want to do anything on April Fool's Day because people may not take it seriously or might be disappointed it's not a joke. But, maybe Monday, because I have the day off. Or Monday for me, it'll be Sunday for you guys. But, yeah, we'll see. I also may need just a break from streaming just for a day to get, like, general stuff, because usually streaming days are very intensive for me. It's very... How many layers do I have? That's a wonderful question. Right now, it says layer 15, so at least 15 layers. But keep in mind, I've probably, like, merged a lot. And once I get ready to do the line art, I will probably merge the sketch layer all together. And... yeah. But right now, I can only work in, like... I can only have, like, a maximum of, like, I think 30 layers. I really like these little baby spiders. Spider dance. All right. So this is this page. Surprise, Flowey. We're going there. And then she's like, hey, I'm down here. And Marine's like, oh, what? I didn't see you down there. How you doing? And then, like, big ol' Marine and itty bitty Muffet. Yeah. I do think I need to take a break. Call it a day here. I've been at this for almost 3.5 hours, so wonderful. Yeah, we got a lot done today. We got two pages done sketched. We do have one more page that we need to do. And then we can move on to the line art and color. Like, the comics process is long, guys. It takes a long time, at least for me. And like, I do the line art, I do backgrounds. My backgrounds aren't great, but I still do them. I do the color and stuff, so typically, depending on how, like, complex the pages, it usually takes me about, like, 10... It used to take me, like, only, like, 3 to 4 hours, but recently it's been up to, like, 8 to 12, depending on complexity. And it depends on whether or not I'm able to, like, reuse assets like backgrounds and props and stuff, or sometimes even reusing characters. I do try to draw each character unique to each panel
and just reuse backgrounds, but sometimes, you know, I'm crunched for time and I'm like, I just, you know, especially if they're just background. But yeah, sometimes it can take me like 5 hours if it's super quick, and sometimes it can take me upwards to 12. So we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be working on this for a little bit, but I appreciate you guys being here for me, and I genuinely have so much fun doing this, and I'm glad. Thanks for joining me for my first stream back. Super fun. And yeah, I'll look into doing some new stuff for next week. Maybe something for Sunday. We'll see. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something, or at least had a little bit of fun watching me do the deed. So yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. I gotta go take my post stream nap. So I'll see you guys again soon. Join my Discord for more updates. I post my art there all the time. I post, you know, updates to the comic there, so you never miss anything. I also goof around there as well. And if you are interested in you know, supporting me in any way, I do have a Patreon. It's super small right now and I don't have much to offer, but you know, all support is super appreciated. I do want to give a shout out to my patrons, Fred, Fade the Flower, Phobia, The Storyteller, and Butter Penguin. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate the support. Hope I can get more out to you guys soon. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Okay, one last joke. What is it? Give it up to for my mods, by the way, Skittles and Chuo. Y'all are amazing. I'll see. One last joke. Come on. Yeah, Moon does art as Fade, by the way. They're amazing. Super amazing. I drew a wonderful PFP. I genuinely had so much fun drawing your avatar, Fade. It was they're very cute. Alright, knock knock. Who's there? All the links and stuff are in the description. Please check it out. Okay, so knock knock. Who's there? Oh, the suspense, man. The suspense is killing me. We're all waiting. Rules card who? Rules card who? Oh man. Rules card who? Croissant. Alright, throw some croissants in the chat, guys. I'm heading out. Croissant. Alright, guys, y'all are amazing. Have a good one. See you. Bye.